and not likely to be rekindled before the 90 minutes are done. These teams have met on 5 occasions in the Premiership between 2014 and 2018, always with the same results. Presentation College constantly knocking on the door with no one letting them in. But with a game in hand, can they finally upset the league leaders and defend being Premiership champions? Or will the boys from Naps once again stage a coup and complete a historic back-to-back unbeaten season? It is round 13, and we are here at the beautiful Manny Ramjohn Stadium, where Presentation College hosts Naparima College in a top-of-the-table clash by 2 of the best running teams in the league. It's all happening right here on your home of champions. Good for timing. Yeah, let me just move the monitor.
Yeah, and you had to memorize it well, though.
Huh?
You had to memorize it well, though. Or
Yeah,
take a
I know it already. Yes, sorry, go ahead. Okay, no problem. Hold on. Yes. Oh. Oh, last page. Okay, okay. Yeah. Or will the boys from Naps once again stage a coup and complete a historic back-to-back unbeaten season? It is round 13, and we are here at the beautiful Manny Ramjohn Stadium, where Presentation College hosts Naparima College in a top-of-the-table clash. Yeah. Yeah. From top. Right. Yeah. This broadcast is brought to you by Shell and Malta Carib. In the words of Calypso Rose, we going down San Fernando. Down there have plenty tempo. Well, on this cool Wednesday afternoon in October, a beautiful day for the beautiful game. Tempo it is, as the rivalry between these two teams is second to none. The fans, some of the most passionate you can find anywhere in the world. The players, any friendships fostered, all but lost at the sound of the first whistle, are not likely to be rekindled before the 90 minutes are done. These teams have met on 5 occasions in the Premiership between 2014 and 2018, always with the same results. Presentation College constantly knocking on the door with no one letting them in. But with a game in hand, can they finally upset the league leaders and defending Premiership champions? Or will the boys from Naps once again stage a coup and complete a historic back-to-back unbeaten season? It is round 13, and we are here at the beautiful Manny Ramjohn Stadium, where Presentation College hosts Naparima College in a top-of-the-table clash by 2 of the best running teams in the league. It's all happening right here on your home of champions.
I tell them put it on, let me listen to me boy. Let me listen to me boy. So boy, other than just talk more sense. Yeah.
Detail high enough. Can you save it? You're doing better numbers than right now. Also, in the morning, you're doing better numbers than Rachel right now. See? You're doing better numbers than us right now. It's based on data.
Yeah.
Because I'm on captain. Because I have players like that.
You mean? Say that. Yeah, yeah.
You have our next top tier player to pass the ball to and score.
What the content that you're talking about?
Yeah.
So,
But if you have to take something.
right, so.
That's where keep it now? Come right by the edge now. Yeah, use up there. Come again.
Everything good? Yeah, man. Safe.
Hey, you wanna hear this again? Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Go, don't stop, go.
Hey, this is the Naparima John Stadium. I'm walking out onto the field. Right now, we would use this microphone for Brent Sancho, while Hans and Sorrel will be up in the stands. So we're running this wired microphone all the way. If the cable? Yeah, man, we are lent on this. You could reach about quarter way onto the field with this. Yeah, you good there. So you're cool with this, right?
No, just have the document in hand. Just.
So you want me to keep talking still?
I could cut away from your
Say the word and I'll do it. Say the word and I'll do it. The word will continue. So we're on the field right now. Kishon is approaching the RF camera right now. He's taking it up. He has the RF pack in hand, RTB. He's taking it up. Hans and Sarala, they are approaching the stands. Watch out for them. Keep the wireless mics open. And we will use both wireless in conjunction with this wired. They're not going too far. They're in the first row of the stands right now. So watch out for that, right? Watch out for that. I don't know if you want to put this microphone into the IFB mix so they could hear Brent as well when he speaks. Hold on, I'm looking for Brent. Hold on, the noise start. Brent. Oh, Brent is coming. He now bust the corner there. Brent. Incoming. Brent incoming. Oh, I think Hansen I'm going a little further up. Watch out for some noise, Robin. Like they're putting them in the middle of the rhythm section. Alright, Brent, come in there. Hold on. So y'all wanna hear it with Brent? Brent. I just wanna get a little quick check with you. Gotta use it. Alright, Brent, you wanna go ahead with him? Go ahead.
Mic check 1, 3, 4, 5. We're here at the sunny Naparima John Stadium where Naparima College, first place Naparima College in 29 points, will be coming up against third place Presentation College.
Here, come on, this one. Keep coming out of the camera.
Now you stay here.
Mic check, mic check, 1, 3, 4, 5. We're here at the sunny Maniram John Stadium for this epic encounter between two teams, between two of the top teams out of San Fernando and arguably two of the top teams in this country.
You good? You good?
I just want to hear Ben voice as well.
Boy, you love boys, so.
I need man voice, not the man, right?
The field, the ground, man, the field, flow management.
Yeah?
Calling on them in the back of 1 and 2 up there. Yeah, in that booth on the left. Who go? Rain coming again. They won't play too loud though.
Yeah.
Droops.
Not yet, but
Cover long boy. You coming on there?
Umbrellas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to play superhero?
Come on. And your hair, good? No, just want a little more volume. I don't want to change the frequency, I'm making sure. Just have it what it is.
What's on top? Yes. I mean, your hand gets around.
Yes.
Jeez, H's. Yes. What? Yes.
Wait again. That's when you know you're ready.
Yes.
You first,
Yes, I do. 31 degrees Celsius, 65% mostly cloudy.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
Initially, I wasn't coming in.
Yes.
I get hand, sorry. No, no.
This broadcast is brought to you by Shell and Malta Carib. In the words of Calypso Rose, we going down San Fernando. Down there have plenty tempo. Well, on this cool Wednesday afternoon in October, a beautiful day for the beautiful game. Tempo it is, as the rivalry between these two teams is second to none. The fans, some of the most passionate you can find anywhere in the world. The players, any friendships fostered, all but lost at the sound of the first whistle, are not likely to be rekindled before the 90 minutes are done. These teams have met on 5 occasions in the Premiership between 2014 and 2018, always with the same results. Presentation College constantly knocking on the door with no one letting them in. But with a game in hand, can they finally upset the league leaders and defending Premiership champions? Or will the boys from NAPS once again stage a coup and complete a historic back-to-back unbeaten season? It is round 13. And we are here at the beautiful Manny Ramjohn Stadium, where Presentation College hosts Naparima College in a top-of-the-table clash by 2 of the best running teams in the league. It's all happening right here on your home of champions. That's right here on Sportsmax, CNC3 and CNTV. My name is Hans Devines.
Very good afternoon. Sarala Ramlogan is my name. Welcome.
Well, let's take a little look at the weather conditions that these young men will be playing under today. The temperature today, 31 degrees Celsius, humidity at 65%. It is mostly cloudy and a drizzle has just descended upon us, Sarala.
Yes, but we're hoping that, today's match is going to be so bright. We're going to be chasing away any of those clouds. Hopefully we're in for some great weather this afternoon.
But all over Trinidad and Tobago, other teams, except Speyside, who gets a bye today, are going to be displaying their dynamism.
Of course, another team to look at vying for that top 3 spot, St. Anthony's College. Well, they are at home. They are actually at San Juan North. They face San Juan North today. Caps, they've also been having an exceptional season. Karapi Chima will play St. Benedict's at home.
And also at the bottom of the table, CIC and Trinity College Mocha will try to get some points against East Mokarapo and St. Augustine, respectively.
All right. So indeed, Hans, this match is equally important for both teams. Taking a look at it, Presentation College, they have 4 more games left to play, which means they have a 12 points maximum to get from these 4 outings. The outcome of today's game will really determine who's on top of the table at the end of next week.
Very much so, but it would not be an easy feat for Presentation to get past them, as Naparima is a moving target. But looking at the bottom of the table, CIC and Trinity College Mocha will need all 9 points from their remaining 3 games to avoid relegation.
That's right. Well, exciting times here at the Maniram John Stadium. The fans are definitely gearing up for what they are calling the match of the season. Just moments away now, this derby match is about to be kicked off right here.
A rivalry as old as time. The highly anticipated El Clasico of the SSFL. Two teams, one win, pride, and bragging rights on.
Of course, you ain't going to hear nothing, but Sir Alan, which one? Right here?
Which one is? Who got moved?
Right here. I believe so.
No,
You
I
tell
don't.
us.
I can't say, I don't know
When
what
else?
my brother's name is.
Kerry, we staying here?
What are them other say?
Hi, brother.
Which camera picking up here?
We downstairs. We downstairs. Right here. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry.
Who is?
Okay, got it.
I don't think there's a good spot at all. I think we either in the sun or in the cool. Quite in between.
Go, Brent, go to the right a little bit.
I don't see. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Turn it, turn it. Tell them to turn the screen.
Chatting with Brent a little bit, if we're talking about the Premiership League, Brent, interestingly, Presentation College has never been able to beat Naparima College. Do you think we're in for the same kind of setting today?
Well, it'd be very interesting to see how Presentation approaches one. As you've rightly said, Naparima have had the better Presentation College since the Premiership Division have started. However, what a perfect day to change that trend. This is for all the marbles here today. A win for Presentation College would put them right back in the title chase, and I'm sure Coach Cooper would be telling his charges, forget about the past, it's all about today.
All right, but speaking of today, I mean, history must play a little part. Naparima remains unbeaten. We're talking 11 unbeaten matches this season. So going into today's match, I mean, they must be experiencing some kind of mental fortitude as they tackle Presentation.
Well, there's no doubt there's a lot of confidence in the Naparima College team right now. This is a team that went through the entire of last season undefeated, of course, on their way to winning the 2018 SSFL Premiership title. This time around, of course, they have the opportunity today to do that. A draw is not good enough for Presentation College. Of course, Naparima College just need a draw or win to tie things up here today. What a phenomenal progress they've made as a program. Today would be a punctuation on all the hard work they've done over the last couple of years.
Now, you mentioned phenomenal, and that's exactly how we can describe their football. Brent, can we go as far as to say that this team
This broadcast is brought to you by Shell and Malta Carib. In the words of Calypso Rose, we going down San Fernando. Down there have plenty tempo. Well, on this cool Wednesday afternoon in October, a beautiful day for the beautiful game. Tempo it is, as the rivalry between these two teams is second to none. The fans, some of the most passionate you can find anywhere in the world. The players, any friendships fostered, all but lost at the sound of the first whistle, are not likely to be rekindled before the 90 minutes are done. These teams have met on 5 occasions in the Premiership between 2014 and 2018, always with the same results. Presentation College constantly knocking on the door with no one letting them in. But with a game in hand, can they finally upset the league leaders and defending Premiership champions? Or will the boys from Naps once again stage a coup and complete a historic back-to-back unbeaten season? It is round 13. And we are here at the beautiful Manny Ramjohn Stadium, where Presentation College hosts Naparima College in a top-of-the-table clash by 2 of the best running teams in the league. It's all happening right here on your home of champions. We are live here on Sportsmax, CNC3, and Scene TV. Wow, my name is Hans Devines, and clearly the press supporters, they are ready for this game.
Indeed, Sarala Ramlogan is my name. Welcome.
Well, listen, we have to look at the weather that these young men are going to be playing under today. The temperature at 31 degrees Celsius, humidity at 65%, and it's mostly cloudy. A drizzle just passed us a little while ago, Sarala.
That's right. I think this match, though, will definitely brighten up any grey skies. We are in for an electrifying one today.
Well, all over Trinidad and Tobago, teams are going to be displaying their dynamism, with the exception of Speyside, who gets a bye today.
That's right. Of course, we have St. Anthony's, who are vying for a spot in the top 3. They will play San Juan North at San Juan Caps. So they've been having a fantastic season as well. They will face St. Benedict's at home today.
Well, CIC and Trinity College Mocha, they need points, and we'll see if they have what it takes to get points against East Mocarapo and St. Augustine.
So today's match, Hans, of course, Presentation College, Naparima College, it is extremely important for both teams involved. Presentation College, they have 4 more games to play, a maximum of 12 points that they can gain. So we'll see what happens with that.
Well, it's going to be a difficult feat for Presentation. As you know, Naparima, they are a moving target. But when you look to the bottom of the table, you see CIC and Trinity College Mocha, who need all 9 points from their remaining games to avoid relegation.
That's right, but what an atmosphere here. We are in for some exciting times. I mean, you can feel the vibrations here at the Manny Ramjohn Stadium. Both teams are gearing up for what they are calling the match of the season. We're now just moments away from this derby match being kicked off.
A rivalry as old as time. The highly anticipated El Clasico of the SSFL. 2 teams, 1 win, pride, and bragging rights on the line. And with 4 points and St. Anthony's College, the wedges between first and third, today's match will make all the difference in who can end the season on top. Presentation College welcomes Naparima College to the Lion's Den for the most highly anticipated match of the league. A match that on many occasions since the start of the Premier Division in 2014 has proven to be a one-sided affair, where the boys from Lute Drive have managed to maintain a perfect winning streak against their Carib Street counterparts. And Naps would want to keep it that way, especially since they are the only team in the league that has not lost any matches. They continue to better their 2018 winning performance, where they lost no games, drew 4, and scored 27 goals. But the pride of the Lions this season lies in the fact that they can boast of being the team with the lowest economy in the league so far. They have only conceded 6 goals all season long. Presentation College has been getting increasingly better as the season has gone on, and Naparima College has always looked like the champions that they are. Can Naparima College maintain their perfect winning streak, or will Presentation College put a dent in their universe? Will Presentation continue on as a solid unit in the back, or will Naparima penetrate their fort-like defense? Both programs steeped in success. Both teams, strong overall outfits. Both sets of players driven to deliver their very best. All we can expect is a fiercely contested match. And as the teams prepare to take the field and take no prisoners, we buckle up because this Southern Derby is bound to be a wild ride.
Oh, you can feel the tension here at the Manny Ramjohn Stadium. Brett, let's talk a little bit now. If we look at the history since the Premier League, let's look back in 2014. Naparima College Presentation has never really been able to beat Naps.
No, they haven't. And remarkably, these two programs, easily the top 2 programs in the country. Of course, this is a Southern Derby, a battle that goes through history and time. But today they're playing for all the marbles. I believe the victors of today's game will be the runaway title holders of the 2019 season. As you rightfully said, Naparima College has dominated this series of players, and of course, because of that, you have to give them an edge. Is it a mental thing? I believe so. I believe that there's a lot of belief in that Naparima locker room that says we are champions, and I believe today they're going to want to put an exclamation mark on that.
Indeed. Now, Brent, you also mentioned, 11 unbeaten games. So that is enough to make you wonder, really and truly, may this be one of the best teams that we have ever seen in colleges football?
Well, I may shave it to the Shiva Boys team of 2015-2016, but what we're seeing here is a program that undoubtedly have been able to produce the top talent. Naparima College has never finished below the top 3 since the inception of the Premiership. They've shown their quality throughout this entire time for the Premiership, and yes, they've shown consistency, so you have to give them kudos. Presentation College have been hot on their heels. As I said, this is a Southern Derby. Both teams know what's at stake here today. This is a massive, massive encounter.
That's right. As you said, both teams very hungry for the points. Let's talk a little bit about Presentation College. Now, last season they played second fiddle, losing that title in the very last game. Do you think this year they are coming back with a vengeance and they're saying, you know what, we're going to return that favor?
Sorella, now is the time. What a better time to show revenge. It's not in a day like today. They trail, of course, Naparima College by 4 points with a game in hand, and this is a game that could turn around the title aspirations for Presentation College. They must be thinking inside that locker room, we can get one over our rivals here today. And of course, everything that happens in the past doesn't matter anymore, because today is about showing your championship medal, and the team that shows that today would be victorious.
Right. Now, Brent, I have to ask, we mentioned it a little while ago, 4 more games to be played Presentation College. Does that act in any way as an advantage for Pres?
Well, look, football is very simple. You win the games that are put in front of you. Of course, there are games in hands. It may suggest there are points on the board, but you can't get points on the board until you win these football games. Right. And no game is the same. And of course, today's game, I think, is the most important game for both teams. For Presentation College, they know a win today, they start controlling their own destiny. Of course, if they lose today, that may be curtains on their chances of lifting the championship.
Brent, well, perhaps the most difficult question I have to ask you today, predictions.
It's a tough one. We have perfect conditions, arguably the best facility in the country, and you have 2 top teams. I think today may just plan out to a draw, but I think it'll be an exciting draw.
The tension is building, just moments now away from kickoff.
Well, welcome back here to the Maniram John Stadium. Scene is set for this epic encounter between two teams, of course, where no love is lost. I'm here now joined by Mr. Atwell, the manager of Presentation College. Mr. Atwell, I have to ask you, big game here this afternoon. What are your thoughts going through, leading up to this one?
Well, we've just been talking with the boys, trying to get them settled, trying to get them to play without any extra stress. So we hope that they go out today and push themselves.
Well, there's a lot of conversation, of course, about the fact that Naparima College has dominated this fixture so far in the Premiership. What does Presentation College have to do to win this afternoon's encounter?
Well, to be honest, I think if the boys do what we do in training today, they will come away with the victory.
Well, there you had it there, Mr. Atwell. What they've practiced, they plan to preach here this afternoon. Of course, Hans may have something different to say.
That is right, Brett. I'm in the stands with one of the fans, but also he's a player for Presentation College. Tariq, what is the mood in the school now?
First thing first, good afternoon, Hans. Good afternoon to all the viewers. It's ecstatic. The whole school has been bouncing whole week. This is a big game. This is the El Clasico.
Now, here's the thing. Like, over the years, Presentation has lost consistently to Naps. Do you all think this is the afternoon today?
Well, yes, obviously they're going into this game very positive, and we are going to win.
Well, tell me about one of the players, at least one.
Well, Alim Barkley, one of the most hard-working players on this team, is going to give his blood, sweat, and tears out there, and he is one of our key players.
Well, how are you all going to be cheering for Alim?
Let's go, Alim! Let's go, Alim! Let's go, Alim!
This is his player profile.
This player profile is brought to you by Shell.
My name is Alim Barkley. I am a centre defensive midfielder. I live Cuba and I'm 19 years of age. I started playing football at the age of 10 when I was in primary school. And after primary school, I went to Cuba West Secondary where I continued playing football and I was the captain. So I had a big passion for the sport. I really loved the sport. Then I came to Presentation College San Fernando and I pursued in football and still continuing to play football. What sets me apart from other players is my ability to shoot the ball and my ability to pass the ball and my whereabouts on the field. My two favorite footballers are Paul Pogba from Manchester United and Kevin De Bruyne from Manchester City. The reason I like Paul Pogba because of his ability to pass the ball and his ability to shoot the ball. If I had a chance to go to Manchester to meet Kevin De Bruyne or Paul Pogba, I would like to learn how they shoot the ball and the proper way to pass and control the ball. This season, I'm looking forward to lifting the title, the triple this year, and hopefully coaches recognize me so I could further in my football next year.
I'm now joined here by manager of Naparima College, Mr. Percy Samlal Singh. This is a big one, Percy. What do you think is the keys to victory here for Naparima College?
Definitely a clean sheet, taking our chances today and keeping possession of the ball.
Well, of course, we know that you had a couple of days off extra than Presentation College. The history would suggest that this one is in the bag for Naparima College. Do you feel a victory here today would all but seal the SSFL title?
Well, history's in the past, but today is today. We play out the game today for the 3 points. Based on the standings, we still have to go and win other games, so one game at a time.
Thank you very much.
Our student host from Naparima College, Nishon, of course, unbeaten this season. What's the energy like at school?
Well, the energy basically at school is a very positive one. We never have any negative energy in the group itself. At training, we always have a good training to come out before the game and stuff. So basically, there's no kind of negative things in the school.
Right, I know you all have some good support behind us as well. I know the fellas are really kind of raring. Usually they bring a lot of vibe to these games.
Yes, they do basically. This is a big game and you have to have some kind of, rhythm to help the players out there. And I hope we win today.
All right, excellent. Now, to help you win, tell me about some of the players that we can keep an eye out for.
Well, some of the players basically, firstly we have Issa Bramble, who scored a hat-trick last game. We also have Sion Shipley, who is our striker. Right. We have Mark Ramdeen, who might come off the bench today and make an impact. And don't forget Malik Khan,
He's a very good player also. And last but not least, Levi Fernandez.
Not least at all, Levi Fernandez. He is our player profile.
This player profile is brought to you by Shell.
My name is Levi Fernandez, 19 years of age, goalkeeper for Naparima College, and I live Hillcrest, Retrench Village, San Fernando. Started playing from a very young age by John Stedman. He asked me to play goalkeeper. Also in my primary school, they asked me to play goalkeeper because I was chubby at that time. And I always think that it was a very outstanding position. You know, there's only one goalkeeper, there's only one person that can wear gloves on the field. The best thing for me as a goalkeeper is making big saves in games, helping my team to win, keeping clean sheets and winning trophies. Some of my major accomplishments so far would be representing Trinidad at the youth level, playing beach soccer for Trinidad and winning a silver medal in the under-18 Commonwealth Games, winning triplete 2 times in NAPS, and recently training with the national senior team preparing for the World Cup. Locally, I like John Michael Williams. Why I like him is because he knows how to lead. His communication with the defense and the team, he controls the game basically. Internationally, I like Manuel because I see him leading wise, and I think he's brave, take risk, and that's why I like Manuel. Well, last season we finished the season unbeaten. We won everything, and this year my goal is to do the same. I wanted to score more goals, and well, my goal is to concede 5 under. That's my goal.
us any mics though, right?
We're not hearing nothing.
No, we didn't talk. I talked through the director thing. Hold on, huh? Yeah, you hearing us?
We're not hearing from what's going on.
You hearing us?
We're not hearing the director.
Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 4. You hearing us loud and clear?
Yeah, but if we're not hearing them.
Hello?
Who said the mic's not working? Mic's not working? I'm not hearing nothing through the headset. Are you hearing through the headsets? I'm hearing through the headsets with this mic. We're hearing it through the mic. What we're not hearing is the director in our ears. Yeah?
Pandemonium in the stands. They will celebrate long into the night. That is it. What a performance in extra time.
Well, welcome here to the Manny Ramjohn Stadium, and what an epic one we have for you today. It's the clash of the giants, really. It's Naparima College against Presentation College. As we've always said, it's a Southern derby, but not only is it a Southern derby, it's a situation where the winner here could very well, if Naparima wins, they could very well go on to win the title. If Prez wins, then it could be a three-horse race, or let's say a three-team race, because we're not into the races as yet. A three-team race with Naparima, Prez, and St. Anthony's, any one of those three capable of winning it. That all depends on if Presentation wins here today. But we expect a real cracker of a game. The thing is, in terms of a league format, Presentation, they have not beaten Naparima on the last 5 occasions, dating back just 5 years from today. They have not beaten Naparima. So if they will win today, you have to say it may very well be a slight upset. I'm Colin Murray. Alongside, of course, is Brent Sancho, and we have a young guest commentator with us today. Liam Dial is with us. But Brent, what an encounter we have today. I'm really looking forward to it. And of course, a huge crowd.
A huge crowd, a huge environment, and of course, a huge occasion. This is the game that champions are made of. This is the game here that could change the course of the SSFL title. Of course, Presentation College have not won this fixture, as you've mentioned, in quite some time. What do they need to do here today? I'm sure Coach Cooper would have rendered his charges and said to them, it has to start today. I think it's a mental thing, Colin. We spoke about it off here many times. They have to get over that mental hump, of course, to get themselves into it. An all-important 3 points will put them right back in the title hunt, and of course inflict the first defeat to a rampant Naparima College. I am looking forward to this massive encounter.
Oh yeah, it should be really a huge game, as we keep saying, and it's going to be a mental thing as well, because I think at the end of the day, it's who wants it more this afternoon is going to count. Let me bring Liam into it. Liam, well, you're going to school still. You at St. Benedict's. Unfortunately, St. Benedict's are not going to win the championship, but Naparima and Prez, big game.
Well, yeah, two of the biggest teams ever to take part in the SSFL. Two teams with fantastic lineups and, of course, talented head staff with the coaches and the managers, and they would be looking to put together the strongest lineups possible to get a very important 3 points.
Certainly will. Here the teams have already made their way out onto the field. The officials, and then Presentation there in blue, or is it Naps? Yes, it looks like Naps in blue, and Prez in yellow. So it's going to be a real humdinger. The officials, of course, they are just about very experienced officials, young officials, but very experienced, and a massive crowd on hand. And I think they tell me there are lines outside. There are lines outside, Brent, but the stand is already almost full.
The stand's already almost full. You can feel the atmosphere here. This game has never disappointed. This fixture in particular has never disappointed. Of course, these two teams know each other quite well, as Liam would have mentioned. There's a lot of quality and talent within the playing ranks of both teams, and they are both backed by very, very good and gifted coaching staffs for both sets of teams, both sets of units. There's not much that, of course, differentiates both teams. There's not much that separates both teams here today. We always talk about the mentality of a champion, and that is what today is going to bring. Who wants it more? Who wants to be a champion? Who wants to win the SSFL title? Of course, as we mentioned, Colin, the last time these teams met, Presentations was upset and Naparima went on to win it.
Well, here are the match officials. Of course, Quincy Williams is the referee. There's Sash Ramsaroop, Darren Archibald, they are the assistants 1 and 2, and Dave Daniel is the 4th official. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the teams. Let's go with Presentation first. Presentation, of course, in yellow. And there is the Presentation lineup. Isaiah Williams, the goalkeeper. Nigel Carraby, Justin Cornwall, Luke Charles, Zion Allen, Aleem Barclay, the skipper, and Kosi Charles, Akil Jacob, Naeem Bisnat, Jai Shepherd, Jardel Sinclair, and the very experienced coach, of course, Sean Cooper. Let's have a look, Brent, at the formation of Presentation.
Of course, that formidable back four expected Jacob to play a little bit more advanced. Shepherd is going to point today, the lead attacker. Of course, the main goal threat for Presentation College. A do-or-die situation here for them. A draw would not be good enough for Presentation College Lions. They need all 3 points if they are to catch up with their foes from Naparima College.
Well, let's have a look at the Naparima lineup. They, of course, the skipper and goalkeeper, the very experienced Levi Fernandez. There's Taj Neptune, Tyreek Andrews, Atiba Lois, Shob Khan, Codell Fronten, Declan Marcel, Azukel, Christopher, Nathaniel Perus, Issa Bramble, and the goal scorer up front, Sion Shipley, and the coach, Angus Eve.
When you talk about tactical
the formation,
of course, when you talk about tactical astuteness, you talk about Angus Eve and his troops. Khan is going to sit in and make sure and causes that cover for his back four. Look for Shipley, the front man, and Bramble, who have been getting on the score sheet quite often. Interesting note, Mark Ramdeen, last year's MVP, is on the bench.
Well, we're getting ready for the kickoff here, and it's going to be Presentation, all in yellow, with the kickoff. It's going to be the man kicking off, of course, right away. The Press heading down into the Naparima half, but here comes Naps. Immediately going on the front foot. Is he going to look for the shot? He turns, twists, lays it back. The shot comes just wide. That's really Shipley, of course, very much involved. Turned, went back the other way, Brett, laid it on for Perus, who had the shot. It was just wide.
And when you talk about a picture-perfect start, this is the way Coach Angus Eve would have drawn this way, one up, more plays across the face of the goal, and a shot in, and not on target by Bruce, but it's still the type of start that Coach Eve would have wanted from his charges.
So Naparima looking threatening early on, straight from kickoff they get into an attacking position. Shipley was moving forward. He had Declan Marcel supporting him on the left wing. He turned to go back inside, and that's where the shot came from Nathaniel Perus.
Well, here's Perus laying it back, looking for Atiba Lois. This is Atiba Lois looking for Shipley. Didn't get it in. Here comes the shot. So Naparima really, they're not sitting back. They're taking the game to Presentation.
Yeah, it would seem so. They know that keeping Pres at bay is probably the biggest thing they have to do this season, and they will put 100% effort to make sure that the 3 points is theirs.
be a throw in for Prez. This is Andrews, but looking to get Christopher going, but the ball goes out for through for Prez. So Prez looking to get back on the front foot. Barkley can't control it. Feeling for referee Williams, giving a free kick for handball. This is Akil Jacob with the free kick. Probably going to look to get it infield. It's not a good kick, but nearly going all the way through. This is Sinclair for Preston. Not a good cross. Did well to get to the byline, but in the end, Jardel Sinclair's cross was not what the coach and his players would have wanted. Goal kick for Naparima. Levi Fernandez, the skipper. So a throw for presentation. Here goes presentation. Naparima looking to come forward again. That's a good interception. So it's going to be a throw for Naparima. This is Jacob. Jacob. That's a good ball to Charles, Kosi Charles. Jacob. Really a very, very long attempt from Jacobs, but very wayward as well. This is Andrews for Naparima, getting into Christopher. We're going to get that up, of course, getting it towards Marcel, and he's brought down.
Here's another look at the foul here. Barging in from behind. what's your impression of the first 6 minutes or so, Liam?
Well, both teams, they just kind of weigh each other up, making short passes. We saw early on Naps were trying to get forward as quickly as possible. Now just keeping possession, both trying to see what each other is going to do next, just read ahead of the game. And so far they're just keeping calm and eyeing up the other team.
Well, presentation looking to mount an attack here. Of course, with Misna. Sinclair laying it back to Allen. Misnat couldn't keep it in, so it's going to be a throw for Naparima. No goals yet. We're just about coming up to 8 minutes in this game. Sean Cooper, the head coach of a presentation, he must be sick of seeing this Naparima team, isn't he?
I think sick is not the word, Colin. He's probably beside himself. It's so, you know, it's a really an interesting fact that despite the talent and quality that presentation have within their charges, they still haven't been able to pull one over Naparima College in the league level.
Good interception by Tyreek Andrews. Of course, Liam, you've seen Tyreek Andrews. He's a tough defender. And you see the coach of Naparima.
He is a very, very solid defender. He rarely lets people get past him. You can compare him to that of Virgil van Dijk, always staying on his feet, very rarely going to ground to make challenges. And just very excellent at covering Levi Fernandez as well, stopping shots and crosses coming in early.
I thought you would have said he reminds you of Brent Sancho, not Virgil van Dijk, but I'll forgive you, Liam.
You're talking to Liam there, of course, not to me. It's a goal kick for Naparima. You followed the 2006 World Cup, Liam? Or you were too young?
I can't
you were
remember
born?
well.
Probably. When Trinidad and Tobago qualified. It was a great moment for Trinidad and Tobago's football.
There's a bit of weird stories, but I never really saw it for myself.
Long ball played upfield there by Allen. In fact, by Christopher. There goes Prez. Bisna down that left side. Gets the crossover. Looking for Sinclair. Flicks it on to Shepard. Oh, that's good defending in the end by Christopher. And a good movement from presentation.
Well, they've started the bright of the two. So far, Presentation College, they've dominated possession. What they haven't done is that they haven't made the right choices in the attacking turn. But they're starting to turn the screws, guys.
This is Cornwall. Gets it to Allen. Barkley. So they're looking to pass the ball around. Trying to keep the ball. This is Barkley. They skipper. This is a good run. He's looking for Sinclair. The shot from Jacob. It was going wide, but Andrew was not to know that. Tried to intercept it. So he came off of the defender. It's gone behind for a corner.
Another good build-up play by Presentation College. Jacob seems to have the mandate to shoot when necessary. And again, he's tried an audacious attempt on goal way out, but he's got in a corner. You can't win the lottery if you don't play, guys.
That's right. Corner for Prez. Meantime, the referee is having a word with goalkeeper Fernandez because I'm not sure who's standing above him with Sinclair. So here's the right-sided corner. It's a good one, but Fernandez gets there, punches it down, and only as far as Sinclair. He turns with it, has the shot. Eventually comes there to seem to be Luke Charles, and he's cleared away, but the danger hasn't ended yet. This is Shepard. He's already scored 6 goals for the season. This is good play by the presentation. Winning it, of course, is Allen. Gets Gets it to Shepherd. Does well to Barkley. Still in possession. Barkley driving forward. Loses out. Here comes the boys from Naparima. Marcel. Back to Christopher. Gets it to front in. This is a good build-up for Naparima. Picked up here by Perus. He's brought down. Going to be a free kick for Naparima in a very promising position.
It's a good save at the end there by Fernandez. Because the ball was definitely dipping into the back post. Must admit, I'm very impressed with the way Presentation College have started this one. We talk so much about, of course, Naparima dominating this fixture and whether or not it's a mental block that Presentation College has had. I think for what we've seen so far in the first 12 or so minutes, it shows that Presentation seems to be the hungry of the two.
Yep, we've seen that. Dead ball situation, Liam. Good for Naps.
It's a dangerous situation. They have players that are capable of going to goal from here, although they also do have the options of Andrews as well, who's moving around in the box to look for his head.
Well, it's Sion Shipley. He's leaving it. The shot comes just over the bar. Shot coming there from Bramble. And just over the bar. Of course, both Bramble, he has what? 4 goals, 6 goals for the season, as well as Shipley. So both men on 6 goals. So they're certainly going to think, guys, that they can score again.
Well, it must be noted, especially to our viewing public, that Presentation College really needs 3 points out of this fixture. A point will not be good enough for them with about 4 games or so left for Presentation College. Naparima has 3, and with Naparima having a 4-point advantage, they will have to get 3 points here if they have to have any chance of snatching away the SSFL title from Naparima College.
Well, this is Sinclair for Presentation. Number 16 on his back. Gets it to the number 15 man. That's Barkley. Sends it across field looking for Bisnar. Lewis not able to clear. Does well in the end to keep it away from Bisnar. Gives away a throw. A throw. There is a part of the crowd. We have a super crowd here at the Manny Ramjohn Stadium. The stand is full at the moment. Another good, strong tackle. And you can see Presentation, and that's the thing with Presentation, as we keep saying, guys, they look as if they wanted more than Naparima.
Well, they needed more than Naparima, so that aggression needs to be there.
Nice strong tackle. Just seems to be a desire within the Presentation College ranks. You're looking at their challenges, you're looking at their passing, and even look at their urgency right around the pitch. It must be noted that Naparima College is a team that's very comfortable to sit back and hit on a counter-attack. Of course, the Coca-Cola score confirmation: Presentation College 0, Naparima College 0.
So we played for just about 16 minutes here. Greg just indicated no goals as yet. Free kick for Naparima. Referee Williams has a word there with Jacob. This is Perus. It's one a corner. Trying to turn back inside was Perus. And the ball coming off of Akil Jacob. Goes behind for a corner. So a left-sided corner for Naparima. Their first corner of the afternoon. And going to take the corner, of course, is Bramble.
Mr. Bramble is
the substitutes of the Naparima team.
Mr. Bramble has delivered some very good corners throughout the SSFL season so far, and he'll be hoping to deliver another good one now.
This is a good one, and Andrews should have done better. He should have done better. He was free, as you rightly said, Liam. He's been delivering good corners. This was a good one. Look at that, all by himself.
Completely unmarked. It looks like there was someone on him, and as the ball came in, probably thinking it was dipping earlier, came off to go and meet the ball. Andrews read the flight properly and just backed off to get his head to it. Really should have got it on target.
Should have got it on target. Dangerous player for presentation. He scored 9 goals for the season already. Jay Shepherd.
It's an impressive mark. It matches the number on his back.
The cross comes. Just went outside with it. It was Nkosi Charles just went out with it. Couldn't keep it into the goal before Naps. The thing is, with present and with Naparima, they seem at all times to maintain their cool and their calm, no matter how much pressure they are under. And if you just don't take your chances against them, they hit you on the break.
Well, yeah, when you have the players with the capability, of course, of that man there who's just fouled Shipley and Bramble, to name a few, and Marcel here again we're taking another good bit of trickery there by Shipley before he was taken down. But you're right, they seem very comfortable, and because of the fact that they're so well organized as a team, they can hit you on a counter attack quite easily. It must be noted that despite presentations early onslaught, they haven't really had a shot on target.
Well, Bramble with the delivery, this is a good one. Oh, it just goes wide. Well, I'm thinking if, let's see, that man there, was it Perouse? If he had got his head on it, it would have been in the back of the net. Let's have a look.
Looks like it was Marcel.
Yeah, Declan Marcel, you're right. If he had just got his head onto that, it could have been in the back of the net. Again, a good delivery from Bramble.
Showing that he can do it from other parts of the field other than just the corner flag.
This is Charles. Gives it away. Looking for Shipley. Good defending. Charles, that's Luke Charles getting it towards Allen. But his pass is too long. It's going to be a goal kick.
We talked about the composure of Naparima's attack, but their defense is also a very cool-headed part of their game. The likes of Taj Neptune as well as Tariq Andrews never really rushing recklessly into a challenge, always timing and waiting for the right opportunity to get a foot in.
Going to be a throw for Naps. It's with Christopher. Gets it to Marcel. Does well. Marcel gets it back to Can. Further back to Andrews. Naparima keeping possession of that ball now. Gets it to Fronted. Back to Fronted. Making that run, going wide. And was Atiba Lewis, but they couldn't get the ball to him. But they've got the second best. They've got a throw. Playing downfield, so it's going to be a throw for Naps again. Last couple of minutes, Naps have more or less come into their own. Nice atmosphere as well, Liam. You must be happy with the Southerners out there have come out to support both the schools, Prez and NAPS. I don't see that support when Benedict is playing. What's wrong? What's happened?
Well, a lot of the players they're frustrated with how the teams are right now. Of course, they've lost quite a few games. A lot of the players and as well as the fans just maybe don't want to see that happen, but the fans need to be that 12th player. They need to come out and support their team if they want Benedicts to just be happier, be more comfortable with how they play, and of course will produce better results.
And they've got some former St. Benedict's players on the Naparima team. There's some of there is the 12th player that Liam has been talking about, the NAPS supporters. And as we talk about NAPS, they've got a free kick again. Another dangerous one. This is Bramble with it, nicely floated. The heads go up, looking for Andrews. And he's won a corner. So Tyreek Andrews comes up for these set plays and is so very dangerous.
It's not only dangerous, he's a player.
He's a good header of the ball.
He's a good header of the ball, and he takes one or two markers with him for Presentation College. And they look like they're really struggling. A nice floated ball here by Bramble. Look at Andrews, Marcel, all the others attacking the ball in the blue shirts. And of course, drawing the attention of the ones in the yellow shirt.
So the corner for Naps. It's another good corner, looking for the target man in Andrews. Fronting. Slips. Barclay trying to get it down towards, is that Shepherd? It is Shepherd, yes it is. And free kick. The referee's having a word with Shepherd, not too sure why he's having a word with Shepherd. There's a little bit of collision.
I'll let Liam take that one, because you know what I would say, Colin.
Yes, yeah, you would say the defender was in his right. The defender is never wrong, Liam, with Brent.
I mean, in this situation, I'm going to have to agree.
With Brent?
Yeah.
Oh my word.
He screened off the ball, got the ball. Not much contact, more of the contact coming in from Shepherd, who came into pressure. So, not a really harsh challenge. Of course, hands were flying. You could see why the free kick was given. But an easy one to call.
Easy one to call.
But I'm not sure if the producers are listening, but I'd like Liam to come on every game moving forward.
Yeah.
Finally, someone to agree with me.
The thing is, Liam, he just looks for support, and I never give him support. That's all. When it comes to defenders are never wrong with Brent Sancho. So he's happy for you. So here's Naps looking to go forward. Looking for Shipley, but he's not going to get there. Barclay wins it fairly. And looking for Sinclair. That's a timely interception by Andrews. Good ball from Barclay, guys. Really a good ball. He won it fairly and distributed it very good.
It's a very good pass. He was looking for the feet of Sinclair, who made a very good run as well. Credit to Andrews again, staying composed and just timing when to put his foot in the way of the ball, and eventually Levi Fernandez just getting it away.
Yeah, but you could see what Barclay was trying. He was trying to get it to the back of the defense, and Andrews intercepted well.
Important interception.
We have another free kick for Naps. Bramble trying to steal a few yards. Referee Williams says, no, son, take it back, which he does. So Bramble in possession. Well, not sure. He tried a shot. Now, Mr. Bramble is normally much more creative and a better kicker of the ball with that than that.
Also, the first free kick not put directly into the box.
This is the play just before, where you could see the intention of Barclay trying to get it around Andrews for Sinclair to come around the back of him, but Andrews kept his head and played it off nicely. That's a foul. be a free kick for Presentation. You expect to see some goals, guys. We're up to 26 minutes and we haven't seen one yet.
Another look at this foul here. But it's been, it hasn't had the goal mouth activity that we would have been hoping for. But what we've seen is both teams have tried to possess the football. Both teams have tried to play attractive football. And it's been a pleasing on the eye type of spectacle so far. Of course, we keep talking about all that is at stake for the alumni at work, the bragging rights, for the young men on the pitch, the chance of winning the 2019 SSFL, and of course for the coaches, for the notch on their resumes. Of course for us here as fans and spectators, the enjoyment of watching the beautiful game being played by these young men. Easily, guys, the two top teams that we've seen so far in this SSFL Premiership 2019.
For sure, no doubt about it. And you can see both teams well organized, keeping their shape, moving the ball around, taking control, passing it around. It's not bad, certainly not a bad game at all. So it's going to be a free kick for Naparima. Shipley is there, Bramble is there. Who's going to take it? Bramble, he is the dead ball specialist. So Shipley. This is Bramble chipping it inside, looking for Shipley. Gets a return ball. Returns nicely with it, but it's well won by Jacob. This is Barkley looking for some support. He's getting wide support there from Caribbean. But he decides to go inside to Jacob. He shoots, not a bad effort. This is Jacob back in control. But the cross is not good. Another good move from Presentation. Good shot. Fernandez couldn't hold on, guys. Let's look at the shot.
And there goes Jacob bulldozing his way into the area. Fine shot, fine save by Fernandez. Getting up sharply to his right. And of course, Jacob looks like a man possessed here this afternoon. He's shooting on sight. It's a good right-footed shot.
Got hold of that one well. He hit it nicely.
It's a clean strike.
Fernandez was equal to it, and of course there was no one following up. This is Perus. Nice looking ball. Right across the face of the goal there from Bramble. Bramble's going across on the right side. Nice through ball from Perus. The shot not on target.
A great ball over the top to find Issa Bramble running onto it. He does well to keep the ball down, just can't get it on target and find the back post, but still a good attack.
So we've been playing for just over 30 minutes. A corner for Prez. Ball coming off of Andrews. Right-sided corner for Presentation. Here comes the corner. Not a bad one, but close to Fernandez. Just about 31 minutes gone here. 31 minutes gone. The Coca-Cola score confirmation. It's Presentation College 0, Naparima College 0. As here goes Prez with Bisnath.
Tell you what, guys, what a peach of a ball there by Barkley. How is your Tekka's son? Great technique. Spreading that ball out wide. He has been exceptional in the first 31 minutes or so. Barkley, the captain.
Yeah, is Barkley. He's been here, there, and everywhere, hasn't he? His industry is good. I like how he's taking that ball to the opposition. Very creative, laying off the balls as well. He's a good player.
Look at this for a pass, guys. How is your technique? Stand up and take a ball, Barkley. That's a great pass. Of course, the bench of Naparima College. There's Mark Ramdeen, the MVP last season. Of course, it must be noted he's coming off an injury.
So the free kick for presentation. It's not a bad looking one. They have come off a presentation player last. It seems to come off of skipper Barkley. Yes, it's going to be a goal kick for Naparima. This is Christopher. It's a ball forward. Gets it, of course, to Perus. And in fact, they did control it. And it's brought down Shepard. Quickly taken. Jacob. Letting it out wide. Towards Charles. Back towards Caribbean. Not a bad ball at all, but cleared away by Naparima. Wins a throw. He's got to go all the way back now. Allen to left back. He's on the right side. He's trotted over. Just out of our picture. Back into a left back position. While the throw is taken by Caribbean. It's Jacob. To Caribbean. Is he going to get it over? Well, he did get it over, but certainly not where he would have wanted. Coaches would have wanted, or the players. This is a goal kick for Naps. Hernandez with the goal kick. Come forward with it again. Well, Shipley thought he was brought down, but no, says the referee. This is Andrews. We do have Liam up here with us. Liam, what's your thoughts so far?
So far in the game, it's been more of a press showing. They've been trying their best to compact the midfield, win the ball, and then push forward quickly. Although Naps are using this compactness to find areas down the wing through the likes of Marcel and Bramble and get chances of their own. But Prez dominating so far.
Yep, domination from Prez, but they can't get the ball into the back of the net, and that's the most important thing. Liam, you're being warned that you can't run on the field, but St. Bennis is not playing, so I don't think you're going to run on the field.
Well, I was about to say, that would be very strange to see
I would
St.
think
Benedict's...
so. Unless he's got a best friend and one of the teams that he's supporting. But they've got two former St. Benedict's players for Naparima, right, Liam?
There's the likes of Shoaib Khan, who transferred from Benedict's to Naps. I'm not sure about any other Benedict's players for Naparima, but there is a Benedict's player for Perez in goal, is Isaiah Williams.
The goalkeeper?
Yep. Also transferred from Benedict's to Perez.
This is Shepard. Very deep, I thought he should be more in an attacking position. Barkley, as usual, very cool, very calm. Laying it back towards Cornwall. He gives it away. Whoa, what did Christopher do? Gives it back. This is Jacob. Well, he's shooting on sight, but it nearly turned out to be a good cross ball. He went for goal, and that ball went across the face, and it had to be cleared.
Not the best of decisions here by Jacob. Well, I would have to give him the credit. It looked like he did try to cross the ball.
It did look like he raised his head.
This is a good danger here. Eventually went straight to the keeper, but that was another close call. And the thing is, Fernandez waited on it, and he didn't really attack the ball. And I think he was lucky that eventually the ball just settled in his arms.
What a peach of a ball by Jacob. That's not far off. Fernandez looked like the coolest man here in San Fernando, Trinidad, but I'm sure he was hot under the collar, because that was close.
Referee Quincy Williams in charge today. This is Williams with the kick. There's some Prez supporters. Lovely crowd here. Brent, you're pretty good at estimating crowds. What do you think? 1,500?
I'll go a little bit more, maybe about
2,000?
2,500.
As much as that?
2,500, 3,000. The comment section here at Mani Ramjan holds roughly about 4,000 or so patrons. It looks like it's almost filled to capacity. Certainly, the atmosphere feels that way. As you can feel, it's a tense atmosphere here, particularly among the Presentation College fans. I am sure they know what this means to them.
Couldn't keep it in. Goal kick for Naparima. I think Andrews has been outstanding so far in the defense for Naparima. He's just so cool, Brent. He just moves around, intercepts plays, goes up for the set pieces. I really like the look of Tyreek Andrews. Still no goals. Big game here between Prez and Naps. Yet to get a goal. Normally, you find those things, Brent, when the big teams play, they tend to cancel out each other.
Well, it has been some sort. And again, when you look at the history between these two teams, it's always been a battle of the midfield. And I think today Presentation College may have just edged it for me from a midfield perspective. But you're right, both teams have cancelled out each other. But what we've seen is some quality, particularly by individual players, the ability to take players on, the ability and touches, the movement, the thought of play as well has been good so far. And of course, this man here and deliveries have been exceptional so far. So it has been a pleasing game on the eyesight so far. The question is, who's going to score first?
Well, it's going to be Bramble with yet another free kick. And Andrews, as per usual, has come up from the back. He is normally the target man, and he was coming in there from a deeper position. It's cleared away. So this is good from Jacobs. He'll get it down towards Shepard. Marcel. We're in the last 5 minutes of the first half. It's Naparima on the attack. Shipley. Still Shipley. Gets it. Free kick. He lost control of it. And there is... Oh, the rhythm section. Does Benedict have a rhythm section?
We do have a rhythm section. As a matter of fact, I think I saw two of our rhythm section participants there.
Well, this is Williams with the free kick. Christopher with the throw for Naps. Can he kick it in? Yes, he can. Won by Jacob for Prez. Looking for Sinclair. Sinclair does well, but you would have thought he was getting past Andrews. I'll tell you what, that is a Ren Sancho tackle.
How did I know you would have said that, Colin?
Both can. It's the first time we've seen him under some pressure though. Tyreek Andrews.
Well, he's certainly not comfortable being dragged out of the middle of the park. He prefers, of course,
to play within his confines of the middle.
He's got a yellow card.
He was late on that one. Didn't need to go to the ground. He could have easily stood his player up and of course tried to usher him from crossing the football.
So Tyreek Andrews with the first yellow card. It's the first time we've seen him, Liam, as I mentioned to Brett, really in a panic mode because he realized Sinclair was going past him.
Yeah, well, as Brent said earlier, he does prefer to stay in the middle of the field where he can get up and win headers and get the ball away from the goal. So when he's called out of action, you could tell he was just a little uncomfortable, maybe too anxious to get back to position, and then rushing the challenge, leaving his feet, and now getting a yellow card.
Jacob with the free kick. It's a good one. The heads go up. This is a chance. Wow. What went wrong there?
How did that stay out? By Charles there. Brilliant ball there by Jacob. And he's got to put that into the back of the net.
Where's Luke Charles?
He got up. He's seen the ball. Canbu was marking him. Was not looking at the football, and Charles had the view of it. He really should have put that one into the back of the net.
Should have done. And that's the thing. Keep saying, you don't take your chances, you eventually suffer.
Easily the best chance of the match for either team, must be said.
This is Perus. Perus is out. Shepard picks it up. Gets it to Charles. That's Nkosi Charles. Committed the foul. It's going to be a free kick for Naps. So there is confirmation of the yellow card for young Tyreek Andrews. So we're coming up to the final minute of this first half. We understand that there's going to be 1 minute of minimum of 1 minute of added on time. Well, we just an early score for our viewers. East Makarapo, they're leading St. Mary's by 1-0. And you have to think, Brent, if St. Mary's don't get something out of that game, bye-bye.
I think the writing is not only on the wall, but it's in all parts of the house for St. Mary's College. It's truly been a disappointing season for them.
The shot comes, or just wide. Shokan, the former St. Benedict's player, had the shot, and it went just wide.
And he's done well there. Was out-muscled Shepard, and then, of course, getting his shot. Looked like he spliced that one. Of course, that shot was not on target. Good goal attempt, though.
Yeah, good attempt, but unfortunately was off target. So the goal kick. Paraby with the throw gets it down towards Charles. He was trying to get it in field for Sinclair. Jacob. So we are into the last few seconds of added on time. No goals yet. We should hear the referee's whistle any minute. And there it is. He's called the first half as it's goalless here between the two top teams, Naparima and Presentation. Not many moments that you would have thought that the ball should have been in the back of the net. Presentation with probably the best chance, but at the end of the half, Brent, it's still goalless.
Still a goalless one. Of course, Presentation College coach Cooper would be the happy of the two managers for what we've seen so far. They dominated, particularly in the middle of the park. They possessed the ball. However, in their attacking third is where they haven't executed in the right way. And of course, the reason why both teams are still at 0-0. Naparima looking a genuine threat of course, on the counter-attack. And here we have the halftime analysis. 5 goal attempts by Presentation College, 7 by Naparima, 3 shots on target from Presentation, 1 on target for Naparima College, 13 fouls, 20 in total. One yellow card for Naparima College, no red cards, of course, in this one. 4 corners for Prez and 2 for Naparima. A quiet game by all expectations, but still an interesting game to watch so far.
So the Coca-Cola halftime score here at the Maniram John Stadium between Naparima College and Presentation College, the 2 top schools, it's goalless at the Coca-Cola halftime.
Pandemonium in the stands. They will celebrate long into the night. That is it. What a performance in extra time.
You sure? All right, so it is halftime here. The score is 0-0. My student hosts are joining us. I will be talking to Tariq first. Tariq, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Well, Prez played very hard. They're relentless, and I know that if they continue to play this way, they will get a victory at the end.
Miss Sean, how are you feeling about the first half?
Well, my opinion, I feel that we basically played better in the first half. I think if we put out more work on the field, we would win this game coming down to the end.
All right, excellent. So what we'll do, we'll take it upstairs to Colin, Brent, and Liam for some first half highlights.
Well, here is the highlights of the first half.
Thank you.
This was the first real sort of impression Naparima had in the game, Brent.
The first impression, they started well, right within the first 2 minutes. A game really and truly dominated by good positive possession by Presentation College. Here, a shot on goal spilled by Fernandez, but they never really got that clear-cut opportunity. Naparima very comfortable playing on the counter-attack, and of course, with the good deliveries by Bramble with the set plays, they had a few whiskers. That one coming close, Marcel, very close to getting his head on that one. And Jacob, the man, the player, of course, seemingly the most dangerous player, seemingly, for Presentation College in this half. But it was a game that had its ups and downs. Presentation would have enjoyed the better of it.
Certainly, Presentation, Liam, dominating a little bit from the first half.
Yeah, Presentation, they've been mostly in charge, creating more of the chances and just not taking them. A chance there, Jacob swinging in the free kick, curling backwards, and then Sinclair getting his head to it, just couldn't score.
Okay, so there is the final shot of the half, really from Can, but went just wide. There is the crowd. Hans is somewhere in that crowd. Hans, where are you?
All right, at halftime, 0-0. Some great moments as well. Nishan, great moments as well. You have to agree.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Of course. Now, you actually play for the team and played 3 games for the season. How important are the Naps fans to you?
Well, the Naps fans basically, while you're on the field and you hear the rhythm playing, they basically motivate you. They bring encouragement. They also help you to play better on the field basically.
What is special about the Naps fans?
Well, Naps in general is special. Prez fans never better than us.
Wow! So you would say Naps fans are the ideal fans?
Of course, of course.
And we take a look at the ideal fans, all courtesy Malta.
It's easy to understand why people love football. The sport itself lives up to the moniker of the beautiful game, and football makes us dream, whether we have kicked a ball or not. We dream of what it would be like to score spectacular goals or save our team from losing. And if we do play, we dream of one day making it big, just like our idols in the major leagues around the world. Football is more than a sport. It is an art. This art does not only exist on the field. As football fans, we go hard. We support our teams in any way we can. And if that means wearing the team's t-shirts, we do it, whether or not red is our color. But even though football teams can count on us for support, we do not make excuses for our teams. We are the first ones to hold them accountable for their actions, whether they like it or not. This passion is incomparable. Go to any football match, and if the t-shirt is not a marked indicator of allegiance, you can bet some impassioned shouts will be. Sometimes a frustration, but most time filled with love. Us fans are the irreplaceable 12th man that keep the team on its toes, always encouraging them to do their best. Because win, lose, or draw, the football fan is going to be there game after game, bringing that much-needed boost in confidence and morale. After all, we feel invested. We know everything there is to know about our favorite teams. Ask us anything. We know who scored the winning goal for our team 5 years ago on October 15th, and we might even be able to give you the time. Football fans have earned our place as the #1 fans in the world. We love the sport and are always willing to share, convert, and educate others on the art of football fandom.
So Tariq and I chatting here in the stands where it's just so much vibes. I know Presentation College is really bringing the vibe this afternoon.
Yes, yes.
All right, so we were talking earlier off camera and saying that high school football really started back in the 1900s. And back then, did you know that the high school boys would actually have to play some of the major leagues and some of the professional players in those major leagues? I mean, that's incredible. Could you imagine playing in some of those major leagues at this stage?
Yes, yes. Well, the football has been a part of Presentation College for the 71 years we have been around. It's been a cornerstone of our college. So the footballers that come out of this college are great.
Yeah, indeed, Presentation College can definitely boast of that. So what we'll do, let's check out our feature. It's all about the SSFL and Presentation College, and it comes to you compliments Shell.
Welcome back here to the Maniram John Stadium. Now that's not Pres Naparima going onto the field. It's one of our sponsors, Malta Carib. I'm not sure. Brent wanted to go down and have a kick around, but he's not sure what he had to wear. He wasn't sure if he had to wear one of those. What's that, Brent? Could you describe that for me, please?
I would call it an inflatable human body protection.
Inflatable human body protection. Okay.
Something I think I may need for my over 40 games that I've been playing. Very interesting. I'd like to see you in one of those, Colin.
Yeah, I would have gone. It's a little too far for me to walk down there. So, but nice for the sponsors to activate their activity here. Activate the activity. Yeah, that could be Brent. That could be Brent on the floor there. Did anybody see Brent leave the booth? Let me check. Can we get a close-up shot to make sure it's not Brent? Because he's out of the booth at the moment. I'm not sure what's happening.
Well, I'm planning to have a word with the producers to maybe have a couple of those up here in the booth. So maybe we could commentate and bounce each other around.
Knowing you would love this. You would just love to knock people over with this inflatable body protector. But we haven't seen the teams yet, of course. So and it's still half time. It's still half time.
Well, we've had interesting score, Colin. Of course, San Juan North leading St. Anthony's by 2 goals to nil. And what that means is that a win here for Presentation College would put them firmly in second position on 28 points. There'll be one behind Naparima College on 29, with of course that game in hand. Interestingly enough, if Naparima College was to win here today and the score remains the same with San Juan North, it would mean that Naparima College would have all but clinched the 2019 edition of the SSFL.
Yeah, I think, if St. Anthony's, if they can't turn it around in the second half, they can say goodbye to the 2019 title. So there's the huge crowd here. Easily the biggest crowd we've had at any of the games thus far. And of course the drone, just keeping an eye on, is it an eye? Yeah, suppose you can say that. So there is the presentation skipper making his way out. Malik, we understand, leading QRC by 1 goal to nil. And of course, we heard East Mufrapro leading 1-0 here. Let's have a look at some of the highlights of the first half.
Well, as I mentioned, it was a keenly contested first half. Of course, Coach Cooper would be the happy of the charges. Presentation would have controlled the tempo of the game and possessed the ball really well. The challenge they've had, guys, is that they have not been able to execute in the final third, whether it's been poor decisions by Jacob, who have decided to shoot from distance, or whether or not they have executed poorly in terms of the way they would have shot to try to score the goals. It's just that side of the game has really let Presentation go on the flip side. Naparima College have looked quite dangerous in the counter-attack. They have not been able, of course, to really breach the back four of Presentation College, but what they have done from set plays, they've been exceptional, and that has been the difference here this afternoon as it relates to Naparima College.
What do you expect, Liam, from the second half?
Well, from the second half, I think Naps are going to still be comfortable, looking to make sure that they keep that clean sheet and then go forward on the counter-attack and again use the set pieces from corners, free kicks, and if possible, penalties.
Well, you think that, what's your prediction? Who's going to win it?
My prediction is, I think it's going to be really close. I think Pres are just going to win it 1-0.
Pres, okay. Liam says Pres 1-0. Brent?
That's a bold prediction there.
Very bold.
I'm sticking with a draw. I've said that from the start of this one. It's been evenly contested.
What I like about Naparima College, although they didn't have the better half of football, for what we know Naparima College can do, they have been extremely organized and very difficult to break down. And as you've mentioned, Colin, Andrews have been a wall back there. We've seen him only beaten once, but he has been solid as a rock.
Well, here we are we're getting set for the second half It's goalless between Naparima and Presentation. Naparima gets going with Andrews. That's well done by Barkley. This is Jacob. Allen. Looking to get, oh, that's good football on the part of Jacob. Trying to do too much now. Oh, he's still, as you said a little earlier in the first half, Brett, he was bulldozing his way through, and there he was trying to do it again. Yeah, ball long for Shipley. Fronted all the way back to Andrews. Gets it to Christopher. He gives it away to Barkley, and he has a long range effort. Going to be a goal kick for Naps. It's just at the start of the second half. Presentation College 0, Naparima College 0. We've always had a history in these games to get some goals. So just somehow I don't think it will remain goalless. Tiba Lewis looking for Shipley. Well taken down there. So Shepard being harassed at the back by Khan. Lewis does well, Atiba Lewis. And in the end he gives away a throw. Ali with the throw. Misnat couldn't control it. The throw goes the other way this time. Oh, that's a foul on Roos. Charged, just Cornwall just charging into the back of Carouse. The card, but the referee is just saying that it was reckless, so he just gave the foul away. Jacobs, of course, putting the ball where he thought the free kick was, and the referee is just saying to him, you're not in charge of the game. So finally, we restart. Andrews. Christopher. Marcel. Couldn't keep it in. This is fronted. Barkley. Couldn't get it from Marcel. Strong tackle from Jacob and from Barkley. Eventually, it settles with Lewis. Tiba Lewis. Oh, that's a great turn from Bramble. Looks to get Shipley. Shipley trying to get it back to Bramble. Goal kick, says referee Williams. Or is it offside? Yep.
Yeah.
It's in an offside position.
That's when Naparima is most dangerous, when Bramble can turn, face you and run at you with his pace and guile. He doesn't have a lot of those, he didn't have a lot of those opportunities in the first half. I tell you, if Presentation College allows him that, he is going to be a handful.
Sinclair going wide to Charles, supported by Paraby. Cross comes into Sinclair, it's turning Andrews, gets it across the goal, but nobody is there. Long ball to Shipley, does well. Looking to get it on towards Bramble, who have come in field. This is Carouse. Christopher should have released it. Christopher. So here's Prez with Charles. Christopher facing it. Comes inside, gets it over. Not a great ball. Shipley. This is Bramble. Oh, does well. Does very well. And he's now running at the presentation defense. Plays it wide for Marcel. Let's look at the cross as it comes over towards Shipley. Goalkeeper Williams is there. It's a good ball to Sinclair. Shepherd was going through the middle. Now Shepherd was making a really good run there, Liam. I don't know if you saw the run there. We'll have a look at it again. But a beautiful run, and he went for a shot, and Shepherd was so disappointed. Let's have a look. Look at Shepherd was going through the middle there. And Sinclair went for the shot.
He did go to goal. There was a little gap in between Neptune and Shoaib that he could have probably tried and squeeze the ball through, get it onto Shepherd's foot, and it would have been a good chance for him to go at goal.
Oh, the ball coming off of Shipley. Nearly caught keeper Williams off it caught him off the line, and it hit the bar. Well, that would have been cruel for presentation because it was the clearance. It was charged down by Shipley. The ball rebounded off of Shipley and could have gone into the net. Luckily, the bar saved the presentation.
Well, it's a persistent by Shipley there. Just closing his guy. I tell you what, that could have easily going to the back of the net.
That would have been cruel.
Would have been cruel at least, but you have to give Shipley credit. He never gave up on the play. And Williams seemed to be counting his blessings. That would have been one of the more bizarre goals of the season. I'm sure Coach Agassi,
he wouldn't have
minded. He wouldn't have minded at all.
He would have loved that. But it would have been cruel luck at presentation and that gone in because it was a clearance that was just charged up by Shipley.
Well, but we've talked about the history, guys, of course, Naparima College dominated the games between these two over the last 4 or 5 years or so. And I must say that today's performance by Presentation College has easily been the best, as we see Coach Cooper in the picture, easily been the best we've seen so far from a Presentation College team.
Here's Marcel though, looking for the shot, straight to Williams. There's no power in that shot coming from Declan Marcel. Nice run coming inside, and should have gone maybe for the far post. Misnat losing out to Bramble. He's going on one of his forays. Jacob. To show Jacob passed it for, but Shepherd was coming away with it and was brought down. And I think Lewis have been fortunate not to get a little caution because Shepherd was away. He brought him down from behind. Liam? Shepherd was going.
It's a very dangerous tackle. Shepherd had lots of space in front of him to attack, and then coming from behind as well. No contact with the goal. He's lucky not to get a yellow card.
Well, he survived that and didn't get the yellow card. That's the one player booked so far from referee Quincy Williams is Tyreek Andrews. Coming up to the first 10 minutes of this second half. Yet to see a goal at the Maniram John Stadium. I tell you, whoever scores, there will be a huge eruption here. This is Shipley. Going wide towards Bramble. Charging down the line. Presentation come away with it. Well, that's not a good ball at all from Cornwall. apparently had no choice but to play it back.
Well, he would have had a choice if he had dealt with it earlier.
That's right.
He allowed the ball to bounce. Instead of attacking the ball, he didn't clear his lines or put it back to his goalkeeper Williams. Instead, he took his time and almost made a hash of that one.
Even still, I think he could have probably get his foot around and put it out for a through, which would have been a little less dangerous than the corner, especially when Bramble is delivering them.
He took the easy way out. Just pushed it for a corner. Let's hope this doesn't hurt his team. Bramble in the corner. 5 new shoots in the box. Bramble with the corner. This is not a bad one, but just over the heads of everybody. Funnily enough, Andrew was more towards the first post. Normally that's the target man, Tyreek Andrews. On this occasion, he was on the first post. Shepard. Oh, that's a wonderful ball to Bisnack. Looking to get it over towards Sinclair. And the cross was just behind Sinclair. And so Naparima clears their line. They clear their lines. Watch out that. Lovely ball, isn't it?
It's a very good penetrative pass behind Neptune.
Goal kick for Naps. Naparima 0. Presentation 0. After 56 minutes. Who would have thought that? Shipley. Marcel has come over to this right side. Declan Marcel comes off the defender. Good defending.
Excellent defending.
And he came off the defender. Back for a corner.
Excellent defending there by Allen. He stuck with his man. And what's important, he didn't make a rash challenge. He's very patient there. The game really now falling into that pattern where Presentation College are the aggressors, and Naparima seem quite happy to hit on a counter-attack.
As usual, it's going to be Bramble with the dead ball situation. Corner. Heads go up, but it's headed away. Perouse with a long, hopeful ball. Eventually, Cornwall gets rid of it. Not sure what Coach Cooper was trying to do there. If he was getting out of the way or was trying to trap it or play it back one time. Hope he doesn't demonstrate. I really hope he doesn't demonstrate to his team. There's Coach Sean Cooper.
Well, I'm going to have to make an excuse for him here.
What excuse can you make for this?
Well, first of all,
he
has a water bottle in his hand.
Oh, come on!
And he's blinded by Angus Eve's very bright orange top. So when you combine the two, there's not much Coach Cooper could have done.
Brent, I don't know. He's obviously your very close friend. So a yellow card there for Akil Jacobs. That's a pretty strong challenge, Liam.
Yeah, he comes in with both feet. Issa Bramble does well to keep the ball away from him, and he just clips the back of the heel. Bramble goes down, and a yellow card.
So yellow card to Akil Jacob. Marcel to Shipley. This is a good move. Looking for some support. Front end was looking for some support. This is good movement. Good movement by Bramble. Gets it over, but too long and wide. So it's going to be a goal kick for, here's the tackle from Jacob.
Again, coming in with both feet. It was a very reckless challenge, and he didn't need to slide in for that one.
So just confirmation of the yellow card for Akil Jacob. So we've just been playing for just over an hour, and the Coca-Cola scored confirmation. It's Presentation College 0, Naparima College 0. It's going to be a throw for Prez. This is Sinclair to Jacob. Sinclair is down. It's Allen. Not too sure what happened with him. Allen. No, I'm not too sure about that. What is she saying, Liam? Get up!
I mean, she's probably telling him that there's no time to be wasted because it's a very close game. And being on the floor is just taking up time.
And Prez got no time.
Yeah, Prez.
They need to win the game.
They don't have any time to be wasted. She's probably saying if you're injured, come on.
Rambo wants a piece of the ball, but the referees keep saying, you got to get back because it's presentation ball. Jacob, that's a good looking ball. But couldn't find Charles with it. Charles eventually got it, gets it back to Carabby. He goes further back to Charles, that's Luke Charles. Charged down again by Shipley. Marcel gets it in field, was looking for Perus making that run. Williams, good looking kick, looking for Sinclair. Can. Out towards Christopher. Look at that. 4,000, Brent?
I would say just about 4,000 to 5,000. Massive turnout here.
That's super for a secondary school's game.
It's a huge turnout here.
Yeah. But it was expected. I think the only thing that is lacking is a couple goals to get this crowd going.
And, arguably Nap's best player, Mark Ramdeen, has just stepped onto the pitch. There he is, the number 7. Confirmation of that substitution.
Yeah, Ramdeen for Marcel.
Yeah. You have to wonder how fit is he? Ramdeen, we know he's coming off of injury. Liam, do you know anything about his injury?
He is coming off of an injury, but I think he's been recovering for a while now. He's played 2 or 3 games before this one, and so I think maybe he's not at 100%, but very close to it, and we'll be hoping to put on a good show to help Naps get the very important first goal.
Free kick for presentation. I think for Press to score, Shepherd has got to get more involved. He's got to get more involved. Fine for the 15 minutes in the second half. Sort of he's not been very much in the game. But Jacob with the free kick. Here's Jacob with the free kick, overhead. Not a good one. It's going to be a goal kick for Naparima. Coming up to 65 minutes of this game. Naparima nil, Presentation nil. You've got to think Presentation need to grab a winner to keep the pressure on Naparima. Just got to score. But Naparima, give them credit, they're very well organized. This is Ramdeen. Leaves it there to Peru's Bramble. And it's a foul on Bramble in a very promising position here for Naparima.
Now that Ramdeen has come on, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to take this one. As you see the replay there, Bramble just turning out and then his ankles clattered. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to take the free kick between Bramble and Ramdeen. Bramble has been taking them really well throughout the game, but Ramdeen taking majority of the free kicks last season for Naps and scoring quite a few of them as well.
Well, you know, you look at the positioning of this free kick, and you would want to think it's going to be a left footer who's probably going to try and curl it over the wall into the top corner. So, or, you know, it could very well be Bramble, because Bramble has been the man taking the free kicks. But Mark Ramdeen, over the last year, has been the man taking most of their free kicks.
It does look like he's going to take this one as well.
Looks like he's going to take it with that left foot of his. Try to get it over the wall. What a hero he will be.
Oh, what a hero.
Just come on after 2 minutes and scores. Here is Ramdeen. He scored it. It's in the bar.
Oh, and it's hit off the crossbar.
And Andrews is there. Oh, what a save. What a save from Williams. The first shot from Ramdeen hit the bar. Williams had no idea. It rebounded, and Tyreek Andrews is there. He put the header away from Williams. He sprawled to his left. Let's have a look, Ben.
Well, it's a beautifully flighted free kick by Ramdeen. Chaos ensues, and there comes Andrews with a header. Williams with a heroic stretch and a save. Preserves, of course. And maybe, and just maybe, that could be the save that changes the course of this game. Again, well taken free kick there by Ramdeen. Beats Williams, hit the bar, and here comes Andrews with the header, towering header across the face of the goal. Shipley can't connect.
I wonder if Shipley got a touch as well.
It looked like he did, and Williams did well.
Oh, he was fantastic, wasn't he?
It's really starting to heat up here at the Manny Ramjohn Stadium. What a free kick there by Ramdeen.
What a kick. I thought he caught Williams. If you looked at it, Williams was going to the left, and all of a sudden it was heading to his right, and he couldn't get back in time.
Couldn't get back in time.
It crashed against the bar, and Andrews reacted first, and that was a good header. What was good about it, Brent, he headed it away from he actually picked the spot.
Picked the corner. He's still receiving treatment, Andrews, off the pitch. Would of course
he's a tough customer.
He's a tough cookie.
He's coming back on, no doubting. The only way, unless his leg is broken, and even then you're not sure, he may want to come on.
It's really a brave header. It's a header in traffic. What about Williams and that save?
Oh, that was tremendous. I didn't think he would have get there, but here comes Bisnard trying to get it over towards Sinclair.
That's a poor decision. Could have gone more with the ball.
This is Barkley. That's a good ball for Carriby. He's going to line up one. Not a good shot. Well, I think Atiba Lewis is down. Andrews is coming back. Atiba Lewis is on the ground there, and Andrews is back on the field.
I thought Bisnard could have made a better decision there.
Yeah, from Bisnard, yeah.
From Bisnard. He could have driven with the ball.
He got the break, didn't he? He got the break, tried to get it over, but you're right. He should have gone for goal.
Yeah, he should have
had the
closer.
rule.
There's Biznat here with a challenge.
This is Biznat. Brandy won the ball, heading towards goal. This is where Andrews fell. Look at that. Ooh, ouch.
It's a tough fall.
Yeah, but he's a toughie. It's Barkley heading that ball forward towards Shepard. Barkley and Shepard, two of the better players. Shepard, oh, he forgot the ball. Fronted. There's a good ball to Ramdeen. This could be danger. Perus just nearly got through with that. Perus. Daniel Perus. Now Williams taking a breather. Whereas Liam Marcel was wide, Ramdeen seems to be more taking up a central position.
He is starting off wide, and as the play builds, he's coming inside quickly, hoping to advance through the middle, a more direct route to goal.
Well, here he goes, but good tackle eventually, coming back by Naparima.
That time forced to go out wide. He's not bad from there either. He could put in good crosses as well as shots.
Neptune, that long ball forward. Lewis. Jacob. Oh, Jacob. Trying to power his way through. Eventually can the clearance coming off of Jacob, and it's a throw for Naparima. 72 minutes gone.
Well, at some point, tactically, presentation is going to have to go for it. As we've mentioned throughout this broadcast, they need 3 points. 1 point is just not good enough for Presentation College. They need the win.
You're looking at a substitution run, maybe?
I would say that they'd have to be a bit more adventurous, not reckless necessarily.
Yeah, well, they've got to be careful because you don't want to concede. There's a nice ball, but Williams is there first. He's kept well.
He's done very well. Commanded his box very well. Good presence. But from a presentation point of view, they may have to look at throwing more bodies forward. It may be a tactical shift, or it may be a shift in personnel. But something is needed. It's a spark that is missing here for Presentation College.
I tell you what, I would take Shepard and throw him up front in a striking role with Sinclair. And maybe push Jacob as well, and just leave Barkley as the holding midfielder. But we'll have to wait and see what happens in the last quarter of this game.
Well, they've had their success when they're able to pull, of course, the Naparima College centre halves of Andrews and Neptunes out of their central holding defensive positions. And maybe they need to play a bit more direct and try to stretch and get Andrews and Neptune out of their comfort zone a bit.
I see Shepard has gone more into a striking role. I'm not sure if it's just for this play, but I would like to see him, if Presentation have got to win this game, he's got to get more into that striking position. Oh, that's going to be a corner. Or is it yes, it's a corner. Christopher couldn't keep it in. So a right-sided corner for Presentation. Akil Jacob is going to take it. Of course, the two central defenders, Luke Charles and Justin Cornwall, they've come forward for Presentation. Here is the corner headed towards goal. No power in it. Not a bad header from Sinclair. Just lacked necessary power.
That's a silly foul. Silly foul.
He's going to get a booking.
no need for it. There was a covering defender there in Karabi. And Allen, of course, chose to commit the silly foul. There's no need to hold Shipley here. So he fouls him here, but right behind him there's a yellow shirt who was,
yeah, he was going to get the ball.
There's no need for it.
So a free kick. As usual, it's going to be Bramble. And out comes Williams, confident as ever. Punches the ball away.
I was a little bit worried there, guys. I thought he would have arrived to the party late, but he did well. That's good, brave goalkeeper. That's what you want from a goalkeeper as a defender. Of course, confirmation of the yellow card. Zion Allen.
Another cross ball looking for Shipley, but he's being harassed. Away comes Barkley. Does well. Does very well. Oh, he's a wonderful player.
That's a
beautiful
ball.
ball. Little too. I tell you what, somebody a little quicker than Jacob could have got on there. But 75 minutes of being played here, the Coca-Cola score confirmation. It's still Presentation College 0, Naparima College 0. So the man who has just come on as a substitute in Gilbert plays his first ball, not a bad one to Sinclair, who could get control of it. But Ramdeen, he's gotten control of it. Plays a good ball towards Frontin to Shipley. This is Shipley looking to get around. Oh, he's brought him down.
That's good defending again.
Couldn't get around Carrick.
Yeah, he's done well.
There's Barkley. Look at it, Brent. Comes inside nicely. Gets his head up.
Talk about
looks around.
Talk about breaking ankles. It's a nice cut. He's easily been my man of the match. Of course, confirmation of the substitution. Gilbert in. Is not out. But,
I thought Bisnat was having a good game.
Yeah, he was a good game. Just thought his decision making in the final third is what really let him down.
Gilbert, the number 13 just subbed on for Prez, is a very young player. He's actually my age. I used to play with him in my old academy every now and then.
Here's Shepard looking for the shot. Cleared downfield by Atiba Lewis. Substitute for Naparima, there is the number 14 going on, Molek Khan, and he's replaced Issa Bramble. A little bit surprised about that.
Very surprised about that. It may just mean it is a tactical change as Bramble is more of an offensive player. Well, looks like...
yeah, but Molek Khan, if you look at him, he's gone more into a forward position, so it's not a defensive change. It's just I thought Bramble is one of the leading goal scorers. He's already scored 6 goals for the season.
Well, it looks like they've asked Ramdeen to play in a more advanced position. And they've morphed it more into a 4-4-2, but with Khan sitting solidly in front of the back four like he's done all game long. But I agree with you, Colin. I thought Bramble wasn't having a bad game at all. But who are we to argue with the man that's not lost a game in 2 years?
That's right. So I'm not going to argue with him. This is Sinclair. But, oh, that's a nice touch from Barkley, isn't it? Shepard. Looking for some support. Decides to go backwards to Jacob. Oh, that's a good play from Jacob, getting into Shepard, who's got some space now. In the last 10 minutes of this game, who's going to break the deadlock? Who is going to win this one? It's a good ball there from Allen. Gets it back from Jacob. Sends across it. Sinclair looks around at the referee, not too sure what he was looking for, but never got close to it.
I think if he had a bit more purpose and belief in it, he might have got his head on it. He looked like he was very happy with trying to con the referee into a foul.
This is Barkley. Look at it, looking around, looking around. Oh, this is good skill. Still holds on to possession, being harassed all the time by Frontin. What he does is he creates some space there for Allen. Shepard, back to Allen. He's now looking for some support. Gets it from Barkley. That's a good ball. Excellent ball. Oh, the control from Charles was not good, but he's going to keep it in. But he's now looking for some support. Gilbert is coming towards him, trying to get it to Gilbert. Can wins it to Ramdeen. He's going to run at the defenders, no doubt. Gets it to Shipley. Shipley back to Mulek Khan. Mulek Khan still in possession. Long ball for Ramdeen, who goes down. Cornwall picks it up for Craig. Barkley tried just to get it late off one time to Gilbert, but they get back possession again through Cornwall. Long ball for Sinclair. He's not controlling it, but he was in an offside position. Because he came from an offside position, immediately the whistle goes. This is Ativa Lois. For Shipley. Ramsey trying to pick it up, getting there before Gilbert. But this is good defending. Barkley again with one of those through balls. Brent?
He's just been outstanding. His range of passing, his vision, his 1v1 ability, breaking ankles sometimes has led with a true captain's performance so far.
He's such a cool, calm individual in the middle of the field.
And commanding as well.
Yeah, always seems to have a lot of room, drives at once he has the space, he drives at the defenders. Really a super player.
And with his passes as well, he can vary in the techniques. He can use the inside of his foot, the outside on the volley. We saw all three of those being displayed by him in the replays, and he picks out the person he's looking for very well.
Here's another player that's had an outstanding game. Cornwall.
Justin Cornwall.
This is my type of defending, Colin. No prisoners, sir. Have a taste of the digital score, the Sportsmax sideboard. I'm sure you like a bit of that, Colin.
Yeah, I'm not commenting. Here's Ash, Adika Ash has come on. So they've gone with a striker because Ash has come on for Sinclair. So does that mean Sinclair or Shepard is going to be the lone man up front, or does Ash join him? Free kick for Naps. That's going to be too close to the keeper. And as a matter of fact, he just allows it to go out for a goal kick. throw for press. So a free kick for presentation. Jacob is going to come over to take it. There is the free kick.
Oh, they're just the pulling of the shoot from Christopher. That's what the foul was given for.
Here is the free kick gone towards the far post. Goes out. We have a further update in that crucial encounter between Sawa North and St. Anthony's, and St. Anthony's, well, Sawa they're all over them. It's 3-0, and I think that's the end of St. Anthony's and their title challenge. Liam, is that the end of St. Anthony's, you think?
Well, they're still going to be up there in the rankings. I think it really all depends on who wins this game, because if Prez does end up beating Naps, there still is a chance for St. Anthony's. However, if Naps do come away with the victory or even a draw, then most likely it's going to be the end of their race.
This is a good ball out to Jacob. Oh, he's gone for the shot just over the bar. Never got over it, Brent.
Yeah, never got over it. Was always leaning back. And of course, he was under the ball. Never got his laces through it. Of course, confirmation of the substitution. Kesa in, Arus out. You would have to think for Angus Eve and Naparima College is all about locking up shop right now. There it is, a ball eventually comes across to Jacob. Not the best of balls, should have been played in front of him.
That's right, so he could have run onto it.
Should have run onto it, eventually collects it but hits under it.
Well, we're in the final 3 minutes, and whatever added on time the referee decides. No, man of the match. Liam, who's your choice?
My choice for man of the match, it's going to have to be Barkley. He's been really solid all around.
Liam, I don't have to ask Brent again. That's it. That's it. No need to ask Brent. He's going to pick a defender though.
I mean, he's been doing his defensive work as well, so you can still choose him for that reason.
Shipley, looking for it. Comes off the defender. It's a Shepard. Turns nicely. Good ball wide. Making that run further wide is Jacob. Let's look at the cross.
That's a good ball.
One. Nobody was
That's
attacking.
a good ball.
Shepard was just hanging back.
This is what you want from Jacob. It's a delicious
Look
ball.
at Shepard though.
When you look at Shepard, you also have to look at Ash as well.
You've got to get in there.
You have to get into the box.
From the time, Brent, you look at the man wide and you're a striker, you've got to think that ball is coming somewhere by the 6-yard box.
No urgency whatsoever to get into the box. And both Ash and of course Shepard should have been on the heels snapping on that. That was a very, very good delivery.
Well, we've got a free kick. Remember last time what Ramdeen did? He hit the bar. So, we're in the final minute of this game here. Still goalless. We're getting word that there is going to be 4 minutes, a minimum of 4 minutes of added on time. So here is Mark Ramdeen with the free kick. Is he going to go for goal? Let's look at Ramdeen. He's chipped it, but that's a poor free kick. Oh, Jacob picks it up, but he wins it back. He's going to get the cross in. He's going towards the byline. Jacob forces him backward. Oh, this is, and then he's brought down. No, says the referee. Jacob finally gets it upfield. So we are into added on time. We've played the 90 minutes, and there it is. 4 minutes of a minimum of 4 minutes of added on time. That free kick from Ramdeen, Brent, you saw what he was trying to do. It's just he didn't execute it well enough.
No, he didn't execute it. He'd have to question, of course, the injury and the amount of playing time he would have had throughout the season. He's not in the normal rhythm that we've seen. Again, this is a player that was MVP last season of the SSFL, a top talent, and we've seen what he can do. I think he was trying to just dig that ball into the box and executed it poorly.
Well,
So
we do remember earlier he hit the bar with one. So you
it's
win some, you lose some.
It's a consistency of playing regular football. That's I think that's where he's not at. He hasn't had that.
Right. So with just about 3 minutes to go, can Naps maintain the unbeaten record?
I mean, at this rate, it's looking like it's going to be likely that they're going to maintain this unbeaten record, although there is still a few minutes left for something to happen.
That's a good bit of defending. Cornwall. Can. Getting it forward, but it comes right back. Jacob. Oh, Jacob loses out here to Molek Khan. And in fact, it's going to be a free kick. So with just 2 minutes to go, Naparima, they've got a free kick. Ramdeen is going to settle to take it again. So, long way out. Liam, you expect him to maybe chip it in field, looking for Andrews, who's come forward. But he's actually not going to take it. Molek Khan is going to take the free kick. But you've got Andrews at the far post. So here,
And sure, it will be the two danger men, the two tallest, the two biggest, and the two best headers in the ball, although he hasn't gone for either of them there.
the shot from Shipley, just wide. Oh my word. St. Mary's nil, East Pokerappo 4. So I think St. Mary's can say goodbye to the Premiership. Worse than that, though, there's a shot from Shipley that went wide. Worse than that, Brent, when we did their game against Caps on Saturday, they had conceded 24 goals. Now they've conceded 28 in their last 5 games. And they've only scored 5 goals for the entire season. You can't expect to stay in a division if you've scored 5 goals in 12 matches.
No, not at all. The one thing I must say about the St. Mary's performance against Kaipi Chiba is that they showed glimpses of a team that should be in this division. They also showed in the game why they are where they are. They gave up some silly goals and some awful defending throughout the game. And some of the mistakes that were made are very much self-inflicted. And if that is a story of the season for St. Mary's College, then
you expect them to go down?
Yeah, you expect them to go down. And speaking of which, of course, in the championship division.
Yeah, let me hear you. North Zone.
In the North,
let's talk North.
There's no results here for the North Zone, Colin. My apologies.
Brent, you're such a good individual.
Moruga is at the top of the South Zone. And Arima North, secondary in the East. And of course, Chaguanas North in the Central.
And who's in North?
There's no North, sorry, Colin. And Signal Hill is in Tobago. Oh, and by the way, Fatima is on top of the North.
So, it's a free kick for presentation. And you've got to say, this is going to be the last chance of this game. We've already gone over the 4 minutes of added on time given by referee Quincy Williams. We're just over the 4 minutes, so you have to think this is the last opportunity for either team to get a goal.
But this is it. This is what the 2019 season for presentation comes down to.
Here comes Jacob, headed away by Khan, and that's it. The referee has blown his whistle to indicate it's the end of the game. A goalless game here. Akeem Barclay, the skipper for Presentation, in our view, man of the match. And certainly he had a good game, and just he couldn't conjure up a goal for his team. But a well-fought, hard game, Liam.
Yeah, both teams put in as much effort as they can. There were chances from both teams, just neither of them able to take any. In the end, it's 0-0, and you would think this would mean Naps have basically confirmed their spot at the top of the table.
Well, as we can see, Coach Eve having that consultation, and the players, of course, greeted each other warmly. But one thing I must say about Presentation College, if there ever was a chance for them to beat Naparima College, it was today. I thought they performed well enough in the way they approached things, and where they as players played on the front foot. They possessed the ball well, but they let themselves down in the final third. They just were not clinical enough in their decision making. Of course, the full-time analysis: 8 goal attempts by Presentation College, 13 by Naparima College. 4 shots of those goal attempts by Presentation on target, 6 by Naparima College. A very close encounter. Of course, 34 fouls in total, 22 by Presentation and 12 by Naparima. 2 yellow cards for Presentation, 1 for Naparima. A very even game, 9 corners total, 5 for Presentation. As I said, a game that was played in the middle of the park, limited on chances. Presentation College, however, would feel a lot hard done about this result.
So it's the Coca-Cola full-time score here. It's a Presentation College 0, Naparima College 0. Of course, who would have thought that this would have been a goalless game? But both teams tried their utmost. They give 150% to their respective teams and just couldn't break the deadlock. So there we have it at the Maniram John Stadium. The Coca-Cola full-time score. Once again, Presentation College 0, Naparima College 0.
I'll go back. Yeah. Push back a little bit. See the back a little right there.
that's it.
Pandemonium in the stands. They will celebrate long into the night. That is it. What a performance in extra time.
At full time, Naparima College, no presentation, able to find the back of the net. Nishon from Naparima College. Are you satisfied with the outcome of today's game?
No, I'm not really satisfied because I thought like we got many chances.
Yeah.
Mark Ramdeen had a free kick where we hit the post, and from the rebound I thought we could have scored, but we didn't. So basically, I thought we should have won this game.
Tariq, what about you? Are you satisfied with Prez's performance today?
I love the performance from the lads. I wish you would have gotten a better outcome. Unfortunately, they'll stalemate.
What message do you have for Naps?
Don't worry, Intercol is coming around.
What message do you have for Prez?
We can win the league.
Well, we'll see. Time alone will tell. But let's look at the highlights of today's game.
Well, here is the highlights of this one. No goals, but some goal-mouth action, Liam.
Yep, a very hard-fought game. Prez creating most of the chances, especially in the first half. They were basically dominating. They were all over Naparima, and they created more chances. Maybe if they had just taken them, they could have perhaps gotten the first win over Naparima in 4 years.
Yep, so that the first shot coming there, a good save from Levi Fernandez, and again, Levi Fernandez, he waited on that one and was a little bit fortunate that it came straight to him. But here's another chance, you thought, for presentation that Luke Charles should have done better.
Charles, you really should have gotten better contact on that. I'm not sure what happened. It kind of got stuck between him and Shoaib, who is seen taking the volley there. Credit to Isaiah Williams, who made some incredible saves this game to keep Prez in it. This was a chance there from Shipley using the high press.
Little
and then
fortunate
his tackle
though.
in the crossbar, yeah.
But still, Naparima, they got better in the second half.
Much better. They improved. They brought on some substitutions, the likes of Mark Ramdeen, seen hitting the crossbar there, and then Tariq
That was
Andrews.
a magnificent save.
That was the save I was talking about, that single-handedly saved Prez. That was by far the most dangerous chance for Naps. Then Jacob had a few chances in this game that he hit over the bar like he did with that one.
So with all the attacking of both teams, we couldn't get a goal, but what we can get is the Man of the Match award goes to Alim Barkley. He is with Serala.
Taking a look at those highlights, we can see why Alim Barkley, congratulations, is our man of the match today. A place with your and your team's performance?
Well, to myself, I find I could have done better. Could have put in more tackles and run back some more, but I find I had a good game overall. My team, they did pretty well. We got plenty of crosses, but I'm satisfied with the results. Thanks.
Excellent, and clearly everyone's satisfied with you. Congratulations, our man of the match. Well done. I also have Coach Cooper with me, Coach of Presentation College Chagonas. Coach, let me ask you, anything you think could have been done different to perhaps break this deadlock? Presentation San Fernando, sorry. Anything that you thought could have been done different today on the field?
Well, we tried. We tried with the resources we had. They put up a very good defense, and we gave them all we had to give them. So at the end of the day, I think 0-0 is a fair result.
Of course, going back to play 3 more games after this one, right? What do you think you're going to be working on moving forward?
Well, definitely we have to win in order to overhaul Naparima College. As I said before, today, a lot of people were judging today as the final game. But this is going straight on to the last day because they have a difficult one against Sanwo, and they have been playing well, and we still have to play St. Anthony's. So there's lots of football to play still.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Coach Cooper. Of course, Presentation College, San Fernando. Coach Angus Eve of Naparima College. Coach, afternoon. I'm going to ask you a similar question like I asked Coach Cooper. What do you think could have been done today on the field that would have really broken that deadlock that we saw?
We cannot take one of the chances that we created. I thought the game was a very tight game. It was a tactical game against two coaches and two teams that know each other. And I thought it boiled down to half chances today, and I thought we had the better of the half chances. But I think a draw is a fair result.
Right. Also looking at it, I mean, 11 games unbeaten for the season. So clearly you've been doing something right. Assessing what you've done and moving forward now, what are you going to be working on?
Well, we just need to score, as I said. Today was a very strategic type of game where the both teams kind of cancel out each other. I think it's about 30-something games, if I'm not mistaken, that we haven't lost since 2017. That's fantastic by itself, achievement. But without winning the league this year, that would mean nothing for us. So we have 2 more games, we get 2 more wins, and if we can get that, then we'll raise the trophy again.
Thank you so very much, Coach. Thank you.
Coach Angus Eve looking for those 2 more wins, and Coach Cooper saying there's lots more football to be played. And when we talk about lots more football to be played, we talk about our game this Saturday that we'll be covering, where we head to see St. Anthony's College take on Carapachima East Secondary School. And also in schoolboy football in Jamaica, we're moving on to the second round of the Manning Cup. We have Mona High going up against St. George's College at 2 p.m. on a Thursday, and at 4 p.m. on Thursday we have Excelsior going up against Jonathan Grant High, second round of the Manning Cup.
Indeed, so lots more football action still to come. And Hans, I think we are at a place where you're really feeling the tension of these matches now. It's almost do or die for some of these teams.
It is. It all comes down to these last few games coming up. Who's going to win the SSFL Premiership? Well, we'll see.
That's right. Of course, you can stay tuned right here for our live broadcast. We want to thank you so very much for joining us. Sarala Ram Logan is my name.
I'm Hans Devines, and we leave you with some moments of today's matchup.